Hey guys, this is Ani the robot. Uh,
Ethan Carter, I didn't know,
Talking a
but he
bit.
knew who I was. When the police won't help you and the priests don't believe you, you call on Paul Prospero. You call on me. If you're a kid like Ethan, you're right. Plenty do. Ethan's letter started out just like any other fan mail. But soon there were mentions of things no little boy should know about. There are places that exist that very few people can see. Ethan could have drawn a map. I hadn't entered Red Creek Valley yet, but already I could feel its darkness reaching out for me. Finding Ethan Carter wasn't going to be as easy as knocking on his door. I was too late for that. To find Ethan, I had to figure out what this place was trying to hide from me.
Interesting. So hi guys, Ani the robot. Um, I just picked up this game. I don't know if it's going to be any good, so I might just play the whole thing through and then sort of see if I want to post it from there. But this is the Vanishing of Ethan Carter, game I've been actually wanting to play for a while. I like these little narrative pieces, so let's get into it. Seems like we're on a. I will say the game is gorgeous right now, and I've been in some like real need to. Oh, rocks everywhere. A big need to want to get out into the forest. Since I live in New York, I get real tired of the city. Um, so I think this is exactly the kind of game I should be playing. So beautiful. So how are you guys? Hi. Everything good? Cool. Oh man, like that movie Stand By Me where they're crossing the bridge.
Red Creek Valley seemed like a quiet, ordinary place. I've learned two things in my life. No place is truly quiet, and nowhere is really ordinary. Ethan warned me about that. Warned me not to be fooled by what I saw here. He didn't need to worry. I'd worked dozens of cases, hundreds. This would be my last one. Already I knew that.
So I'm a detective then, and it sounds like I knew Ethan Carter. It's kind of fun. Oh, look at that. So clearly a train doesn't run through here, considering the shape of this place. Look out here. Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Whew. Yeah, I gotta go camping soon. This is too much. Look at the birds. Little touches of oh, it's lovely. So it says it's a non-linear narrative. It doesn't hold your hand, which a little condescending, but whatever. Uh, so we'll see what happens. Oh, there looks like there's a train up here. Okay, so that's that. This is run. Uh, that's a little crouch. We've got some sinister music. Ooh. Blood is animal. Human. Accident. Murder. Crankshaft. Fresh scratches recently used. Okay. Crank, 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 crank. What? What do? I need to find a crank. It's clearly what it's telling me that I need to do. It's weird. I seem to get more concentrated as I go. I need to enter. Forward, back, or turn off. Okay, okay. So I need a crank, clearly. Yes, I know that. Kind of weird that it centers in there, right? Is that like supposed to mean something that I'm missing? I don't think so. Okay. Let's see what's over here. What the? Rest of the corpse? Ooh, that's a leg. Ooh, that's a leg. They crawled away. Yeah. Duh. Oh. Blood from fractured skull? Cause of death, head trauma, blood loss. Not yet. Death scene. Corroded by time, disturbed by third party. It's saying not yet. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else is there. What is it after? This is cool, guys, right? I like this. I like this game. I've also been on a weird kick lately reading a lot of crime dramas. Like I'm just like really absorbed in this book that I'm reading. And before the book before that was a crime drama, and it's just I don't know if it's becoming like a thing, like an issue, but it's certainly fun. Okay, so there's the water. So I wonder why it won't let me touch the body. I get the... Does that mean I have to go get somebody? Let's see here. Okay, so we've got a body. Oh, look at that. Huh? That's a bit odd. Nothing? It's really odd just to leave a train here, like the rest of the train here, and no one has been around. Right? Nothing on this side? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Okay. So, which path? I'm gonna go this way, just to see. Seems like the game kind of wants me to go along this way. Oh, it's a bus, it's a train stop. It's interesting. Alright. So you would wait for your train here. Like the subway, essentially. This is cool. Oof, I love it. Anything over here I missed? I don't think so. Alright, so we've got a body. We've got a train. That needs, a missing piece to it. And it seems like this was abandoned, like, years ago. So that's a little interesting.
No trains have been through here for a long time.
That's what I just said.
That was part of a pattern. Large pieces of this country were thrown away, doomed to become, and then remain, the worst versions of themselves. Beneath all that rot, dark things grow.
Hmm. So interesting. What is that? It's a dam? A little dam area. Okay. Possibly to keep the train from hitting water. These little stop posts over here. Yeah, nothing. Oh, and this is a road, right? Okay, so this was the road you would walk or drive probably to get to that train stop. So, shall we head into town? Should we continue down the path of the train? I'm obliged to know if there's anybody in this town. This is getting a little weird. So, yeah, let's take the road more traveled, right?
I've seen every version of people hurting each other, hurting themselves. We blame it on compulsion, selfishness, madness. I suppose the idea is, if you name a thing, you can control it. There are things in this world that cannot be named.
Go inside here. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay. I wonder if this is going to be a ghost town. Certainly looks like one. Which way do you get into this building? Up the side here, I suppose? Okay. Oof. So, okay, I have a really strong love of abandoned spaces. I don't know why I do. I just think they're so interesting. So, yeah, I think that's why I wanted to check this game out. It's because, look, that's literally all it is. So cool.
You can feel it, right?
Yeah.
Something coming from the Vandergriff house.
I can feel it. Ethan disturbed the sleeper. He must be punished.
Oh. Okay, so our guy talking to a lady. Ethan did something wrong.
What did you do? What did you wake up?
Nothing. I found a room, I walked into it, that's it.
Oh, it's so dark in here. It's really hard to see. Okay, so Ethan is a small boy. Read. Let's see, it's a picture. Oh, that looks like it's probably Ethan right there in the corner, right? On the day the photo was taken, Uncle Chad was mean, Dad was sad, Mom was mad, Travis was loud, and the group was quiet. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, this poor house is falling apart. We're gonna keep on downstairs for a second.
You need to talk to your son. He was poking around in the old Vandergriff house again. Said he found some secret room.
Yeah, really? Okay, I will go talk to him.
Interesting. Is this the Vandergriff house that we're in right now? I think it is, right? Yeah, I think so. God, this house must have been beautiful in its heyday. So cool. Come on, that's cool.
Travis, leave the boy alone. I see how you've been looking at him.
You don't even know, do you? You have no idea what's going on.
Oh, looks like I'm on top of something now. Alright, Travis. Travis was being a bully to Ethan. Seems like Grandpa was kind of my...
You have to help us.
confidant.
It's the only way. It wants Ethan.
Oh, interesting.
You're crazy. You've all gone crazy.
So everyone's starting to think that Ethan was taken over by a spirit of some kind, I'm assuming. Whatever was hidden in that small room would be my assumption. Okay. Oh. Let's check this side of the house before we go up one more.
Pop, they're getting worse. They keep talking about this thing, this sleeper.
I know. What I don't know is if it's real or not.
If what was real or not. The sleeper? Alright, that's the second floor. Let's go to the third. Now it's getting dangerous because old houses, you know, third floors, woof. And it's some rotting wood. But let's check it out.
It's not my fault. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
Oh no. Oh no, Ethan, what'd you do?
Ethan's family blamed him. Whatever it was he'd accidentally let loose, his family was convinced that hurting him would solve their problems, would soothe their disturbed minds. Whatever haunted the Carters was still here somewhere, in the wind.
Interesting. Look at this. I also really enjoy the fact that like nature takes over again. Like there's some weird part of it that feels like end of humanity when you go into empty spaces like this. That I don't know, I really like it. Like it's a weird nostalgia to it, you know? And we've been in here, okay. So, I didn't find an empty space or a hidden compartment of any kind. Am I missing something? Is there a basement to this house, maybe? I don't think there is, guys. And this game is so particular about where you're allowed to click that, yeah, see? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Where is it? You know what? I'm gonna assume it's in the. I'm gonna give one more round, and if it's not worth it, I'll just cut it out. I'm gonna give one more little inspection on the ceiling. The little room on the ceiling. Oop. Nope, doesn't look like it. Interesting. Okay. Nothing in here. So maybe it's not in this house then. What if Ethan went to an abandoned house that was next door? Because they do keep talking about the other house, right? So I bet it's this house that we saw over here. Where'd you go, house? Oh. Like that house, right? I could see a little boy just being super curious and not being able to help himself. And if this house was abandoned back when, how can you not go in it, right? All right. Let's read it. I invoke the boneless one. Oh. The one of voids, destroyer of ships, and he who is feared by the winds, hear me. Great minister Facalor, I wish to make a pact with you to confound my enemies and protect my possessions. Use the doors of confusion to cloud their judgment. Seal the path with falsity and guile, and permit only those who can discern every true interior to pass. Aglon, tetragram, Vachion, stimulamaton, Esphorus, tetragrammaton. Oh man, and a whole bunch of other words that clearly are meant to be like a spell. Sabbath Adonai, te adoro e te invoco, amen. Ah, okay, it's like Latin. Okay. Let's rotate it. Anything on the back? No. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. That's the hidden room. All right, we're coming back to that hidden room. 2 seconds, guys. Let's just check out the rest of the house real quick. before I go and invoke the, Satan's demons or whatever, I'm gonna just like check out the rest of the property. Uh, make sure I get my 2 cents worth of the tour. Cool. Oof, look at this. Oh, what a view to have a cup of coffee right here in the morning. Look at that. Look at little details. Ugh. Gorgeous. Oh. There's the other door. What? What? Is it following me? Oh, nuts. Okay, alright. Okay. Ready? Ready, Freddy? Let's do this. What? Where are we? What? This is crazy. Wait, so where am I? Oh, am I? I'm in my home, right? Aren't I? No, I'm not. What house is this? It looks like my house. Wait, what? Oh, that's so cool. What? Whoa. Okay, so that's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. Okay, so I can go from one house to the next using these magical doors. Okay. All right. So that will save me immensely on gas costs, guys. This was the room I wasn't allowed to go into because of what was going on in there. Wow, okay. Wow, so Ethan opened portals. That's so cool. Woo. I'm starting to understand why he vanished. Okay. Nothing in here. So, do I have to read this every time then? Yes, I do. Look. But whose house is this? Side here. me. So this doorway here, and that doorway there, which is that entrance to the... Okay. What's it doing? Aha, aha, aha. Okay. All right. Man, oh man. Very, very cool. Anything else I need to check out? Whew. You. Alright, so those two houses are connected through some weird set of portal doors. Very, very interesting. Hey guys, this is Ani the Robot here. We're continuing on with the Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Last we left off, those two houses over there, we found out were connected via a spiritual portal. So, you know, light subject. We're continuing down this road, see what happens, see what we get. Sort of go from there. Beautiful little tunnel here.
I've stepped through too many portals, been present in too many worlds simultaneously. Bits and pieces of me stay on the other side, waiting, whenever I return, to bring parts of those worlds back. Do you know what ghosts are? They're sad, evicted things. Memories without homes.
Interesting. Seems like a climbing wall or something, doesn't it? Oh, there's a path. Let's finish up this road since we're on it and see where that takes us. Maybe it's gonna be another house or something on the way there. I'm realizing these, I guess, are like electricity towers, maybe. Oh, look at this! Look at this. There's something in there. And it looks like there could possibly be an entrance from a different angle. Because there is light coming through there. So maybe if we follow up and through here. It's a bit of an odd rock, isn't it? Okay. Just gonna make the way all the way around and see what happens. Yeah, and that was that path. Yep. Okay. That was where we came from. So maybe if we go through this way. Ugh. Woo! I must be like super fit to be able to like jog so quickly up this steep mountain. It's making me tired just looking at it.
What do the dead have to say? You'd be surprised by how little they know. The dead can't explain what it means to be dead. They walk down stairs that disappear beneath their feet, headed for some bright glade of memory they'll never reach.
Jeez. Are we dead? Is that the whole thing with it? Is that we're dead searching for our own memories that we'll never reach? That's dark. I think the trees were cut over here. And there's maybe like a little path, is it? We'll come back to this in a bit. Ooh, because I see something. What are you? More town? More township? I think so. That's quite a hike between those two houses. You know? Because that was like the main road that then turned into a very rocky road. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, very cool. Oh, is this a cemetery? Yeah, you are. Ooh, spooky. Look at this. This. Oof. Spooky, spooky. And they're wooden, which means that they're very old, because, oh, look at this. Someone... just gotta give this to the game developers, though. Clearly loved this game. You know? Like, gave it all the love it deserved. This is the end of the... yeah. All the love it deserved, all the details. Look at that. Little windows. Beautiful. Little glass. The snow, the fog, I should say, whatever, from the light. Oh. Hey. Alright. No. Oh, won't let me up there. Shoot. Alright. Whew. This place is spooky. We weren't able to get up there. Those stairs, unfortunately, are broken. So I work in advertising, and we get to travel a lot for it sometimes, depending on the job, of course. But this one time, I got to stay in this freaking castle, actual castle in Germany for a night. We got to stay there, and I was sitting outside of the castle, and there was a clock tower just like that one. And, I was having a glass of wine, sort of in the courtyard or whatever. And this man with a lantern comes out, and he's like hobbling around. And, oh, is that blood? Anyways, I'll finish my story first. So he's hobbling like towards me, and I said, "Hey, is this castle at all haunted?" And he said, "Oh, well, they say the king's horse used to roam the lawns. You know, you could tell by his red eyes that he was there." And then he said, "But you know, he's harmless." Um, and then he just looked at me and he goes, "Just don't look in his eyes." And then he just hobbled away, like didn't say another word, with his little lantern in his hands. It was the scariest thing I've ever seen. But it was wonderful. All right, back to this bloodstain. Signs of a struggle. Several different footprints, but no blood trail? Victim killed and wounded here, probably. It's a bloodstain. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Very interesting. That leads it back up here. Oof. Creepy, creepy. Why was you up here, though? Was that Ethan Carter again, or... You know, who was that? Oh, look, there's lights over there. You see those lights? Oh, God.
People come here for many reasons. They want to ask me questions about the future. I can see the future. So it is the past that interests me.
Interesting.
If you want to find my house, you must answer the questions I ask of you.
Interesting.
Does sin come from the heart or the mind? Do you feel there is vanity in charity?
Yes. The mind, I would say for the first one. And yes, absolutely, there's vanity and charity.
Is betrayal caused by inequality or injustice?
Betrayal? Ooh. Injustice, maybe?
Would you rather be a leaf or a root?
Oh. Ooh. Actually, a root.
Does death bring peace or suffering?
Oh, that's a good question. Peace to the dead, but suffering to those that continue to live. So I guess it's a selfish or selfless. I would say suffering then.
Do you admire thieves for their bravery or their greed?
Do I admire them for their bravery or admire them for their greed? Well, I guess for their bravery, if you're going to admire anything of that. Oh, look at this. What? What? Look at this. Woo! A beautiful woman sat by a river. A witch approached and told the woman she was to have a child. The woman began to cry with joy, but the joy turned to fear. Sorry. Spill. Turned to fear, and she could not stop crying. Fear turned to sadness. The woman continued to cry. She cried for months, hardly sleeping, until the child was born. But the crying had aged the woman, and she was no longer beautiful. When he was old enough, her son climbed the mountain to find the home of the witch. He asked her if she could make his mother beautiful again. The witch asked the boy many questions. After hearing the answers, the witch told the boy she had lied to the mother about her child. The boy disappeared, and the mother was beautiful again. I guess the moral of the story is, kids suck the life out of you. Okay.
Ethan, the point of life is not to rock the boat. Just try to get along. Stop living in your head. Do something real. That's what people respond to. Reality.
Got a trophy for, it's called The Wish. So we read that one. Poor Ethan. Oh. Note from Ethan's mother. Ethan, honey, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I want you to keep this note and read it every time I lose my temper. I don't mean it. I know I got a snake's tongue. You're my little guy, my precious Bean. Oh, Bean. You just gotta pull your head out of them clouds, okay? Okay. Oh. Interesting. That's so interesting. Alright. So here we are in this little hut of a space. Nothing really going on in there. Perhaps we go this way? This feels like a path, right? Actually, not really. Feel You know, I've been having this discussion about kids lately. Oh, look, there's a house. And it's interesting to think of, basically, Ethan wanted his mom to be beautiful again, but for that to happen meant she never had him. And he never understood that, I guess, he was the thing that made her happy. He's, you know, yeah, she didn't look great, but she had him, you know? That's all that matters. And so we're back here again. Interesting. So let us go explore some train tracks further, shall we? We'll see if we can get down there somehow later in the game. Maybe it requires a different route to take that is through this pathway, even though you're going to be crossing water. Because that looks pretty cool. Oh, look, there's another house and stuff down there. Ooh, child. I mean, seriously, look at this. Beautiful, right? So we're going to continue along the train tracks, I believe. Because I feel like that gives us a little something, something. Oh, what's over here? It's just a little barrier so you won't fall out. Interesting. Oh. And thus it ends. Interesting. Okay. So either way, this train wasn't going anywhere. Nor it was essentially just cut off from the rest of society. So interesting. This seems like a path, doesn't it? Maybe. maybe not. Yeah, one of the things that I love about video games that sometimes, especially these kind of games that don't tell you which way to go, is that it gives you a bigger sense of realness. Like you really do feel like you're exploring a game and that it is a forgotten land, versus sometimes, and I love those other games as well, but sometimes you feel like, okay, like now I'm gonna hit this part of the game and then this part and then, you know, whatever. And it feels very mechanical and yeah, we're over here. And sort of predetermined as to where you're supposed to go. And while all games are predetermined, obviously, there's something nice about taking your route, taking your time, choosing your own path to be able to solve it. It makes it feel oddly more real. Anyways, probably preaching to the choir to a certain extent. I wonder if there was anything... Is there another way I could have gone in the beginning? I think there was, right? In the very, very beginning? If there isn't, well, I'll definitely cut it out, but, so pretty. Which way? This way. I was reading this thing about architecture and city planning and how they talked about there are paths that naturally occur, that sometimes when you design a road or you design something, you allow the way people naturally approach things to sort of dictate where the next trail leads, which I always thought was really interesting. Like, you know, that you're somehow all, like, we all know which way we're gonna go, you know, and that there's nothing new about that to us. Oh, what? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What? What? This is so cool! What? Where? Where'd you go? Where'd you go, you little scamp? There you are. Where? There. So cool. I mean, just with this game. Just with this game, like, could not surprise me more. It just got interesting. Ugh! Like, what? So it's not, is it still, it's not spirits then? It's freaking scientists. What are you doing? Where are you taking me? Oh. What? What? You're gonna let me. What? Oh my god, what? Oh, cool. Like, what? What? Oh my god. What? Wait, what? Where are we going? Look at this. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, wow. Look at them all. Look at how many there are. Can I talk to... Oh, man, that's so cool. What are we doing out here, guys? What's going on? Huh? Am I supposed to touch these things? Oh. It's just a sheet of paper. What does that mean? Okay, fangs. Oh god, this is so cool. Okay. The beast had fangs, but was heavy and slow, and so it saw the light in the sky. It waited, thinking the light would go out, like the others before it. When it did not, the beast rose up on its legs and went to the place where the fire was still burning. As the orange light died, others took its place. This one was blue, a bright and pure blue that the creature had only seen along the edges of the stars. The beast showed its fangs, and the light vanished. A moment later, the light appeared again between the two distant trees. The beast wanted to go home, but could not ignore the light, so it chased it deeper into the forest. When the light stopped, it did so in a clearing of trees. The beast entered the circle, feeling no fear. The trees turned toward the beast, pointing at it like needles. But the tops of the trees lowered and dug into the ground, and the trunks and roots were raised into the air and closed around the beast like walls. As the ground disappeared, the beast realized it would never use its fangs again.
Get out of my room, Travis!
Stories, stories. Always with the stories.
Get out!
I read the Fangs one. I liked the Beast. At least he gets to leave this goddamn place.
What? Oh. Abstruse Trails, Yellow Hills of Mars by Douglas Spaulding. Plus, Jules West, Clarence Carlyle, Michael Arden, and many more. Good lord! Stupid, I remember that. I don't remember when people used to call each other weird names like that. Yeah, okay. Wow. That was so cool. Oh! So this is where Ethan came to read and pretend and write his stories. Poor kid. Oh, let's do a quick save here, and we'll come back in a bit. I can't stop playing this game. I might do a full playthrough, but we'll see how it goes. Hope you guys like it. If you do, please subscribe, and we'll continue. If you have any other game suggestions that are like this game, I would love to hear. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks.